All right, Josh, we have the former champion, Mcke Pitbull, taking on Alexander Shabli in the semifinals of the Lightweight World Grand Prix. How do you see this one playing out?
I see Alexander Shabli using his boxing, getting in, getting out, stiff jab, ripping the body, using those calf kicks, but he's got to make sure he stays just outside of range to avoid that big power from Mcke Pitbull. Mcke's power is going to be there all fight. He's got to be very careful, Alexander Shabli does, against Mcke Pitbull's power.
Yeah, people have to remember this is a 5-round fight, and if there's one thing Mcke Pitbull has done, he's gone those 5 rounds, and he knows that, hey, the fight goes a long time. I can always take my time. His power is there, but Shabli is a sniper. He is so good technically. He is going to be a hard man to handle inside that cage. This is a great semifinal matchup. All right, we have AJ, the mercenary Mcke, taking on Sydney Outlaw in the lightweight division. What do you think?
AJ Mcke is a stud. The speed, the reach, the range, the athleticism, all of those things. I'm looking forward to seeing him use that stiff jab right down the pipe, keep Sydney Outlaw guessing when it comes to the speed. His AJ Mcke's footwork is going to cause a lot of problems for Sydney Outlaw, and the ability to stuff takedowns, which AJ Mcke is a fantastic wrestler, is going to give Sydney Outlaw so many problems. He's got to make sure he tries to get in on those legs quick and early to tire AJ out if he can. This is going to be a great fight from beginning to end.
Look, I've known AJ Mcke since he was a young kid. At 28 years old now, he is a man and he is a handful. Sydney Outlaw is phenomenal on the ground. He has got a ton of skill there, and he needs to get this fight down there. I don't know if he can do that against AJ. We're going to see. All right, we have a rematch from the World Bantamweight Grand Prix where we had Rafion Stotts taking on Danny Sabatello. This is now in Danny Sabatello's hometown of Chicago. What do you think?
These two are going to wrestle the crap out of each other. And what I mean by that is we saw in the first fight, it was a battle of who could get the takedowns. But what it was a lot of positioning, of fighting back and forth. Who's going to land the more strikes on the ground? Who can do the most damage on the ground, I think, is the one that's going to walk away with the win.
That's what we're looking for. In that first fight, I think both guys learned a lesson. And Danny Sabatello, damage. You utilize that wrestling, bring him down there, damage him down there. That's how you get your win. Rafion Stotts, you need to utilize that NC2A championship wrestling that you had to stop what Sabatello does. This is a great fight. We'll see if the fans are with Sabatello here in Chicago. All right, we have the Bantamweight Championship on the line. Sergio Pettis defending his title against the Bantamweight World Grand Prix winner in Mcke. He is the interim champion. That's gone now. It's all about Pettis' title. It's on the line.
The tall, long, lanky, I'm going to use a lot tonight with the Mcke and Sergio Pettis fight. Can he use the long jab? Can he use the long push kick and get Pettis to kind of try to fight him in the phone booth? Because Pettis going to have to get in there to close that distance to land the big shots. And that's exactly where Mcke wants this fight. Within reaching distance to put his hands on him, potentially get that takedown, get to his back, and get that finish. Sergio Pettis got something else on his mind, though. How does he get it done, John?
He gets it done with speed. Be fast and utilize your footwork, utilize your angles, keep your back off of the cage, take the center of that cage and just utilize that footwork, piece him up. But can you do it? Because I'll tell you what, now Mcke is a handful for anybody.